Ladies and gentlemen, there are things in life we notice right away, things we can see, hear, or touch. But then there are things that creep up on us so slowly, so subtly, that we don't even realize they're happening until someone points them out. One of those things is the way our bodies change as we age. Not just in the way we look or move, but in the way we smell. Most people don't know this, but there's a distinct scent that develops over time, a scent that clings to the skin, to clothes, to the very air around a person. And the craziest part, almost nobody talks about it. It's not about hygiene, not about how often someone showers. It's about biology. This isn't the kind of thing you pick up on overnight. It's gradual, creeping in year after year until one day you walk into a room and the scent is just there. Some call it an old person smell, but it's not about being old. It's about what happens beneath the surface, in the chemistry of the skin, in the way the body processes and releases oils over time. And the key to controlling it, it's not about switching soaps or buying stronger cologne. It comes down to one simple spot on the body, one place almost nobody pays attention to. The human body is a masterpiece of nature, constantly changing and adapting as time passes. From the moment we are born, our cells regenerate, our skin sheds, and our internal systems work tirelessly to keep us going. But as we age, something happens that most people never talk about. It's not about wrinkles, not about gray hair, and not about the slowing down of movement. It's something far more subtle, yet just as defining. Our scent changes, not just the scent of perfume or cologne, not the scent of soap or aftershave, but a distinct, almost invisible odor that clings to aging skin. It's an odor that is not necessarily foul, but it is unmistakable. And the truth is, 99% of people don't even realize it exists until it's already there. Science has a name for it, nonanol. It's a compound that starts forming in the body as people get older, particularly after the age of 40. The process is simple but inevitable. The body's natural ability to fight oxidation begins to weaken. Fats in the skin break down differently, and as a result, a specific type of unsaturated aldehyde is released. Unlike the sweat of a long day's work or the smell of a workout session, this scent doesn't wash away as easily with a simple shower. It clings to fabrics, lingers on skin, and seeps into the very essence of a person's presence. It's why elderly homes sometimes have a particular smell, why the belongings of an aging parent carry an unmistakable trace of time. It is not just a matter of cleanliness, it is biology at work. Many people assume that as long as they are showering daily, wearing deodorant, and using their favorite body sprays, they are covering every base. But the truth is, this particular scent is not about sweat or dirt. It's deeper than that. It's about the way the skin itself changes over time, the way the body metabolizes lipids, and the way the sebaceous glands continue to work even when the body's chemistry is shifting. And because it is so gradual, it's often unnoticed by the person carrying it. Others may smell it, but out of politeness, love, or simple lack of awareness, they never say anything. Culture plays a role in why this topic is rarely discussed. People are comfortable talking about the visible signs of aging, wrinkles, sagging skin, aching joints. But scent is different. It is invisible yet powerful. It affects social interactions, personal relationships, and even self-confidence. No one wants to be told that they have an odor they can't detect. No one wants to believe that their body is betraying them in ways they never expected. But awareness is the first step to change. The good news is, while this scent is a natural part of aging, it is not something that has to be accepted as an unchangeable fact. It can be managed, reduced, even prevented when people know where to focus their attention. One of the biggest misconceptions is that the smell comes from common areas, like underarms, feet, or general body sweat. But those are not the culprits here. The reality is, there are specific zones on the body where oils accumulate, where oxidation is most active, and where the scent takes hold. Most people don't realize that their regular hygiene routines are missing these areas entirely. Instead of focusing on scrubbing their arms and legs, they need to pay closer attention to the areas where natural oils build up the most. Many factors can contribute to the intensity of this scent. Diet, hydration, and even stress levels all play a role. Highly processed foods, excess sugar, and dehydration can make the problem worse. On the other hand, a diet rich in antioxidants, proper hydration, and a consistent skincare routine can help neutralize the effects of oxidation. But beyond all of that, there is one spot on the body that often gets overlooked. And this is the key to controlling the issue. The key to reducing this odor isn't just regular bathing. It's targeting a specific area most people overlook: behind the ears. This region accumulates oils, sweat, and dead skin that harbor bacteria, leading to an unnoticed but persistent scent. Behind the ears is one of the most neglected areas when it comes to personal hygiene. People wash their faces, scrub their arms and legs, and even pay attention to their feet. But the small fold of skin just behind the ears often goes untouched. This is because, unlike the more noticeable parts of the body, this area doesn't feel dirty or sweaty. It doesn't get the same attention as the underarms, and it isn't an area that people frequently touch or notice throughout the day. But despite being small and seemingly insignificant, it is one of the biggest contributors to the lingering scent associated with aging. The skin behind the ears is rich in sebaceous glands. These glands produce sebum, an oily substance meant to keep the skin moisturized and protected. As people age, the composition of sebum changes, becoming more prone to oxidation. When this oil breaks down, it releases nonanol, the compound responsible for the specific scent that often clings to elderly individuals. Because the area behind the ears doesn't get washed as frequently as other parts of the body, this buildup of oil and oxidized compounds remains, creating an environment where bacteria thrive. Over time, the combination of oil, dead skin, and bacteria produces an odor that is difficult to mask with cologne or perfume. Many people assume that simply using a scented soap during a shower is enough to eliminate any unwanted smells. But washing behind the ears requires more than just a quick rinse. The skin in this area has folds and creases where oil can accumulate, making it necessary to actively scrub the area rather than just letting water run over it. A gentle but thorough cleansing with a mild soap and warm water is essential, and in some cases, an exfoliating cloth or pad can help remove the buildup of dead skin cells that contribute to the problem. Another reason this area is often overlooked is that it doesn't produce a noticeable sensation when dirty. If someone's hands are dirty, they feel it. If their face is oily, they can see it in the mirror. But the back of the ears doesn't send the same signals. People don't feel the oil accumulating there, and because it is out of sight, they rarely think about it. This makes it one of the most consistent but unnoticed sources of body odor. Personal hygiene habits often develop in childhood and remain the same throughout life. Most people were never specifically told to wash behind their ears, and because it doesn't feel dirty, they don't instinctively reach for it during their daily routine. But just because something isn't visible doesn't mean it isn't affecting overall cleanliness. Many people who struggle with persistent body odor despite showering regularly are simply missing this one small step. Beyond just washing, there are additional ways to keep this area fresh and free from buildup. Using a toner or astringent can help remove excess oil, particularly for those who naturally produce more sebum. Baby wipes or alcohol-based wipes can be a quick fix when on the go, especially in warmer weather when sweat and oil production increase. Even something as simple as running a damp washcloth behind the ears before bed can make a significant difference in keeping the area clean and odor-free. Clothing and accessories can also contribute to the problem. Glasses, earrings, and hats all come into contact with the skin behind the ears, trapping oil and bacteria. Regularly cleaning these items can prevent them from transferring odor back onto the skin. Pillowcases, too, can hold on to oils and bacteria, so changing them frequently can help maintain cleanliness. One of the most effective yet overlooked ways to combat the buildup of oils behind the ears is through diet. What people eat directly affects their body chemistry, including the way their skin produces and breaks down oils. A diet high in antioxidants, fresh vegetables, and healthy fats can help minimize oxidation and reduce the intensity of non-anal production. Hydration also plays a crucial role, as dry skin tends to overproduce oil to compensate for the lack of moisture. Another factor is stress. Chronic stress can increase oil production, making the problem worse. Engaging in relaxation techniques, exercise, and proper sleep can all help regulate the body's natural processes and keep the skin balanced. Even something as simple as massaging the area behind the ears while washing can stimulate circulation and promote healthier skin. The truth is, aging is not something to fear. It's something to understand. The way our bodies change over time is natural, but that doesn't mean we have to accept every part of it without action. Just like we take care of our skin, our diet, and our health, we can take control of how we present ourselves to the world. And sometimes the smallest adjustments make the biggest difference. So the next time you step into the shower, the next time you freshen up for the day, remember this: it's not just about smelling good, it's about feeling confident, about knowing you're putting your best self forward. Because the details matter. The things we overlook, the habits we never think to change, those are the things that separate the ordinary from the exceptional. And when you start paying attention to the things most people ignore, that's when you start standing out.